All right, we got 37 seconds before this game starts up here, and we get to see the matchups. So we've got Stonefeld in the top lane with the Aatrox. We have Jaybruz in the jungle with the Hecarim. That puts Shave Grumbo in the mid lane with Akali, with Crippletron and Kazan in the bot lane with Aphelios and Zyra respectively. Over on the other side, we have Nasus top lane, Brand. I'm gonna say, nope, I can't even figure that one out. There's too many people that could be in the top lane there. So we'll wait and see what the game tells us. But with, like I had said, I was pretty sure that we were gonna see good old Shaved Grumbo on the Akali. Like I was saying a little bit earlier as well, I want to see a more solid lane phase out of Grumbo, with just consistent farm. I don't really have a worry once we get past lane phase there, but it's the early game for our boy Shave Grumbo here that really makes me nervous. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the stat line there. Don't be looking at the timeline for the spoilers. I won't be looking, you won't be looking. Honor system, shall we? Let me actually do this as well while we're waiting on the, get this out of the way, this out of the way. Grab these, no.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Just like so. Boom. Living right there in between items and the map. All right, so we're seeing a pretty standard fan coming out from the red side. As Ivern jumps out there, gets the early ward. We have a little bit of a stack up from our bot lane and from the blue side bot lane in the tri-brush there. Not too concerned about the early game. Set just went straight to lane, as did Nasus. So nobody's even watching that blue buff. It's not like Jaybruz to want to actually try to push in early. Good early damage onto the Brand. They're going to chase down a little bit, seeing what they can get. They're going to back up. Brand has to back out as it is. Ivern is going to be starting Wolves on blue side. Jaybruz is getting the leash for the blue buff. Bruise is a pretty safe jungler. As far as like pathing, doesn't normally take too many risks, so I wouldn't expect any sort of like vertical farming or trying to split the map really. It's gonna be looking for that clear to hit level 3. Probably around level 3 is when the ganks are gonna start. As of right now, like I was saying, I wanted an aggressive Grumbo in the mid lane, and that's what we're getting so far. Set started out with the W level 1. I'm intrigued about that. Mostly just because I see a lot of the E start for the grab, for the potential stun. But we are having some dominant lanes, some dominant early pressure coming out from the blue side. Checking up at the top lane. Yep, Stonefeld hit level 2 first on the Aatrox. Using that lane pressure, actually navigating the wave very well. Pushing the Nasus off, saying, nah, you don't get to farm for free. I know you're trying to stack your Q, but that's not what we do around here. The Comet proc, very excellent. I like the kind of pressure that we're having in the bot lane there. Just kind of dipping, diving, dodging around everything. The Q for Brand lands, but Swoverland's not acting like he's too worried about it. We've got a pretty big wave forming up. These stuns are just on it. I'm surprised that Q actually missed, but first blood going in on the Tristana for the Aphelios. It was a really clean fight, but now up in the top lane, we do have our first gank. Ivern coming in to help the Nasus flash out from the Aatrox, looking to try to get some help from that Q, but he goes down anyway, just inside tower range. Bruce comes up with the Hecarim trying to help out. Can he trade it back? There's Ivern's flash. The Wither onto Hecarim says, nah, you're not really going to get to pressure this any further. Wow. That was... I don't have words for that. That was actually a really fun little skirmish that we had up there in the top lane. Aatrox teleporting back to lane as the trades are looking really even in the mid lane between Akali and Set. There's the pull, looking for the auto Q auto. Is he gonna go down here? The ignite is ticking, and he is fine, it looks like. Walking away on 45 health, gonna decide to stick around because J-Bruce came in for the gank. Whose flash was that? And that was Hecarim's flash to secure the kill onto the set. Really, really good job. So Akali sticking around to try to save the wave, get as much money as they can there. While blue side's bot lane is roaming with the Ivern and coming up mid lane looking like they're trying to find something to do. Decides that, nah, probably sounds boring, nothing's going to happen there, so they're wandering their way back down to bot side. I was actually thinking that maybe it was dragon time, but we still got a little bit of time before dragon spawns. Check in on the Nasus so far. 36 stacks at about 5 minutes. I think it's going pretty well. Let me know in the comments down below, actually, because I don't know what Nasus good stacking looks like. I'm a garbage Nasus player. Checking in, though, we have about 1,000 gold's worth of a lead for the red side. With the 2-to-1 kills, it's looking all right, but we're also leading in CS in every single lane right now for the red side as well. So that's got to feel good. Oh, J-Bruce is back up top. There's the ghost for Nasus trying to get out of the way. And yeah, he's just going to walk right out of that one. Not a problem. Ivern is coming up looking. He's looking here, seeing if there's anything that they can do. Nasus is trying to fight. Ivern runs out. I think that's the Wither. Yes, it is. And everybody's just going to walk out. No harm, no foul, no kills going over to either side. Gold lead stays about the same. And yeah, looks like they're just looking for the reset here. Well, there's the Q. Nothing really going to happen with that one. There's the Q going down onto the Brand, and he goes down. Long range Aphelios Q with the rifle into the Gravitron, and there we go. Just as simple as that. Not much more you can say on it. I don't have any other words for it. They got a big wave crashing into the tower. They're going to use that to try to offset the pressure to get that easy, simple dive going. And there we go. Hey, Frostbite, welcome in. That is a good question. I probably should have asked that before the game went in. I think we're averaging about silver. Like, I would say probably silver 3, silver 2 for this one. Oh, Ivern finds the Akali. Set comes down. Good dodge out of the way with the E. Bot lane from the red side is here. They're just looking to protect the dragons. J-Bruce is doing the work. And there's yet another kill for the Aphelios. Set him up, knock him down. They get the dragon. Aphelios is on a rampage. Akali's in a spot that I'm not too sure they want to be in, especially after the fight like that. Brand's flash comes out. There's Ignite, the last auto attack to get the last tick to happen. And Akali goes back to base with a black and white screen. Taking a look over the map. That gold lead has actually extended out about another 2,000 gold in the favor of red team. With the Ocean Dragon as well, that's gonna set up the. Oh, hold on, good fight. Wow, just absolutely popped onto the Aphelios there. With Brand and Tristana, they have a lot of really simple burst damage. So if Brand can land his stun combo, Tristana can just pop off and take him the rest of the way. Not a problem, especially with that jump. It was a good shutdown. About 400 gold going over to the Tristana there. So that's going to get him back into the lane. J-Bruce on the Hecarim finishing out Red Smite. A little bit ahead of the Ivern. Akali getting caught up. Trying to clear a ward, I believe. But with the roam from Brand, there wasn't really much that could happen there. Again, you get stunned up. Set comes in, pulls you back in, hits you with the haymaker. Q, or auto, Q, auto. That's what you're looking for with the set. A lot of damage, the good trades, the good engage. That's just how you fight on them. Oh, I thought that root was going to hit there. We got Ivern looking for the Rift Herald, while Hecarim's just right over at their red. Red side doesn't have any sort of ward coverage on the Rift Herald, so there's no idea what's going on. And speaking of the ward coverage, I say this, I think, a lot to the people in this game. You need more wards. Oh, sorry, I got all kinds of tongue-tied there. Hecarim came in, dropped the ult. The Wither actually kind of stopped everybody up in their tracks there. Nasus giving him a little bit of the BM with the spam taunt is what I was trying to say there. Hecarim finds Ivern in the jungle. Set is the first to respond because of the lane priority there in mid lane, but Hecarim's just going to turn around and walk away. And we're seeing some farming going on. Not much is happening in the bot lane since the last we checked in with them. Aside from almost doubling. Aphelios is almost doubling Tristana's farm right now. And if there's somebody you don't want to get over farmed, you would guess it. That's the Aphelios. Aphelios is probably going to pop off and be the issue in the late game. But here comes Hecarim again, looking for the Nasus. Nasus ult goes out with the Wither. Aatrox is going to walk it out, dash him back in, and putting him into the wall. Nasus really doesn't have anywhere to go, so he just has to accept that, you know, next thing you're going to see is a black and white screen as you take a trip back to the altar. Rift Herald is getting summoned up down in the bot lane. They're trying to get any sort of pressure, any sort of viability out of a lane that they can. This is going to be some tower gold, but they are going to split it 3 ways there. So they're not going to get much more out of it than that. And Tristana's just sticking around, letting Aphelios do what they do. Oh my god. Not quite sure what the plan was there, Tristana. But that's what happens. You stick around a little too long, you overstay, you stand just a little too close so Aphelios can reach out and touch you. And that is that. So, Grumbo on the Akali is up currently in CS by 6 CS, a decent lead. Hold on, what's going on here with the Hecarim into the Ivern? Akali comes dashing in, ults in, gets the E, ults back out, picks up the kill on the set, and you love it. I absolutely love it. This is the aggression that I want to see out of Shaved Grumbo regularly. The use of the E to get in and out is fantastic. Using it to jump out of the way of skill shots, using it to get a little bit closer into the combat. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Grumbo this game. There's the root from the Zyra. Taking some damage there, but most of it's going to get mitigated from the Ivern shield. And the red side is right back in on Dragon. They're pulled it out just a little bit so that they have all this extra room in the pit so somebody can't just come hopping over and smite it away. Especially with the over-the-wall pressure that you have. Flash over the wall, picking up the Ivern. That is a lot of over-the-wall pressure that blue side does have. Right now, 4 kills to 10. No turrets have fallen. Almost 13 minutes into the game. 2 dragons have gone down. Red side is dominant so far. 18, almost 19,000 gold to almost 22,000 gold, blue to red respectively. It's in a rough way right now. Oh, Set came up with the roam looking for the Aatrox. Aatrox gonna hop over the wall. Gonna get the double bamboozle. Nope. Not gonna try to blast Cone back over while Set is still hanging around. Yeah, that was a good idea. I kind of wanted to see him get big and try to go. Standing on this blast cone is really smart. Just in case you're gonna get out, you got out. But standing on that blast cone right here, while you're trying to recall, waiting to see what Nasus or Set does, gives the opportunity that while you're recalling, you can just hit that right over the wall, out to safety, not a problem. Checking in on the bot lane. And we're just right back to farming. There's a little bit of pressure being exerted. Kazan on the Zyra is kind of stepping up and throwing that weight around. So 0-7 is significant. But Akali's getting caught out. 3v1, dodging out of the way. Are they going to get out? Flash over the wall to safety. Set missing the flash. Ult away for good measure. But that seems like there might be some question mark pings on that flash there, because that was unfortunate. I would be lying, though, if I said I hadn't done it a couple times. Here comes Bram walking in. There is the root, the Zyra ult, the flash in for the Aphelios. A little bit ballsy. I thought maybe they had the damage to just get in, get out. Not looking like it. But, you know, trade 1 for 1. Oh, almost. Is the plant going to finish it out? Nope, but here comes Hecarim. There's the dash in ult to clean it up. And we're zipping to the top lane to check this out. Pressure on pressure from the Aatrox. There's the seed to get the root. Gonna ult for the Aatrox to try to get out of the way from the Wither. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta stand and fight. Gotta try to trust your damage. There's Nasus ult. Nasus Ghost dodging out of the way, trying their best, but nope. Stonefell's gonna go down. 2v1, I think they lasted a little bit longer than I would have. Lasted longer than I would have thought as well. It's just a little unfortunate. Who was it that got the kill there? That was Nasus. So Nasus does get the +6 on the stacks, putting them up to 147 stacks at 15.5 minutes. Akali trying to keep that wave pressure and trying to keep the priority in the mid lane. Because as I had mentioned before the game started up, Grumbo excels in the roams. The lane phase is the rough part. When you can start roaming, that's when you start seeing the gold come out of Grumbo there. Brand is walking back down towards the bot lane. Looked like they were trying to switch it up, bot going mid, but it looks like they're going back to the standard lane assignments. Aphelios down there by themselves as Zyra actually walks up to try to help out. Here comes Hecarim. The Wither's already down, so there's nothing to cut the damage from the Hecarim. Red Smite goes out. Getting away. Chem tank, so yeah. So Nasus had picked up the turbo chem tank, so used the chem tank to actually get out of the way of the fight. But I think this opens up, yep, this opens up a chance for the red side to go and secure second Rift Herald. I think this is also a pretty good choice to try to leave Aphelios in the bot lane to just get the solo XP and get the solo farm. Because, again, I keep bringing it back to what I had said before the game even started. If you get the farm onto Crippletron, he's going to carry the game for you. You invest big, and your dividends pay out way more than I can even do the math on. There's Rift Herald going in mid lane, and Hecarim's going to be looking for the back, but we have Aatrox mid, we have Akali mid versus the 4-stack from blue side. And Shelly is not even going to get a charge off. That's actually going to be +6 over to the Nasus. I think +6 might actually be the wrong number quote. Didn't they recently change, or not recently, but I think they changed the stacking numbers. Oh, death push from Brand, gonna catch the Zyra. There's the ult, there's the flash. Zyra is gonna survive. Surprisingly enough, Aatrox looking for the fight. Everybody else is walking in. Here comes Hecarim late to the party, but not as late. To quote Gandalf, Hecarim is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he needs to get you off of my support. That's what he's telling there. Picking it up, cleaning it up for a double kill. The root comes out from Ivern, but Hecarim's just going to keep going. We've got 3 people from blue side. We got Graviton coming in for the Aphelios, trying to figure it out, seeing if maybe we could drop the Ivern. Ivern's going to get to walk away. Akali comes back in with the E. They're just going to push this wave in and look to get the tower. No, never mind. Nasus instantly gets rooted down. Ghosts in, trying to get after the Akali. Aphelios playing a dangerous game. The Wither comes through. No flash up, but here comes the rest of the red squad. Was it a bait? Nope. Aphelios goes down. They're not going to be able to stop the Nasus at this point. Unfortunate. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. You play a dangerous game, you win black and white screen prizes. This is going to be the 3rd dragon for red side. all three so far, red side has had uncontested dragon control so far. However, we are 18 minutes into the game, and we have one tower down. And that is the tier 1 top tower on red side. Gold lead is still just growing. We've got 28.7, almost 29 for blue. 31.1, yeah, 31.2 for red side. That gold advantage is showing in the team fights. Set stepped up to try to get the demolish proc onto mid tower. Hecarim came through and said, please don't touch my tower, and pushed him away with the headbutt. And lanes are just gonna, yeah, waves are gonna balance out. Zyra's coming up, checking the dragon pit, trying to save some wards, mostly just trying to be obnoxious. And it looks like it's working. Everybody backs off. Some good damage going over to the set from Akali here. Oh, the root going. The flash comes out to get out of the way of the Zyra ults. We have purple blue for the Aphelios, so that's the root and the flamethrower. Ult goes out. There's the not gonna happen. Oh, set came down. Flash. Tristana's gonna keep chasing. There's the jump, and Zyra's gonna go down. While everything was going on down in the bot lane, red side said, hey, you know what, just get some love on the tower. Let's see if we can get an objective somewhere else on the map. Not going anywhere. They're gonna lose bot tower for it. Hecarim coming in looking for the Tristana. There's the headbutt. Are we gonna see the ult? There's the ult. Nowhere else to go. Tristana thought they were safe with the hop out, but you know, Hecarim's just a little too fast, a little too scary, and the fear definitely hurts. Aatrox farming, trying to stop the push in the top lane that Nautilus, that Nasus has going on. Nasus walking down by red buff. We got 4 people from red side that look like they can collapse. That's the full 5-man from mid to top for the red side. Brand and Nasus have to be a little bit careful. Ivern and Set are floating around just outside like they can come in. Here comes Hecarim looking for the engage. Dodging out of the way of the root, and nothing's going to happen. They're just going to walk off, kind of try to catch their breath, rethink about if they actually want to take that fight or not. All right, we're shaping up for an ARAM as Nasus is actually walking, looks like walking bot side, gonna try to exert a little bit of that split push Nasus pressure. I am a little bit curious about the Nasus build because they're not really going super split push. It looks like they're going more for the chase them down kind of aspect of it with the Chem Tank and the Randuins. It's a really sticky Nasus build, but I've yet to see them actually use it for that kind of way, aside from a couple fights in the top lane against the Aatrox, who is still topside, just pushing it out. I don't want to look away from the mid lane just in case we actually miss out on something. But it doesn't look like we're going to. It's just a wave clear fest going on. A little bit of damage coming out from the plants. There's some damage from the Aphelios who stepping up, making me nervous. Aatrox is going to push it in there, but we have Nasus and Brand on the bot side. Hecarim trying to hold this wave. Akali's coming around to maybe try to cut him off, but we also have Ivern and Tristana coming down river. Akali's walking right into the Ivern. Nasus and Brand are going to get out. Not a problem. Ivern's just kind of trying to cut off that rotation route. And everybody links up down by Dragon Pit. And they claim the Scuttle Crab as well. Let's take a look. Oh, never mind. There's a fight going on. Nasus coming in with the Wither onto Hecarim. Daisy out here working like a champ. Nasus is still in. Holy crap. We just saw, I think, an actual one-shot for the Nasus with that Q. And just Wither for days. Every single time Hecarim starts to build up any sort of momentum, it looks like that Wither just goes out and stops him cold. But that did actually buy some room for Aatrox to get 2 turrets topside. We do have 4 coming in. Wither coming down. Chem Tank pop for Nasus. There's the ult from Set. Aatrox trying to fight it out. Seeing if maybe anything. Can you get the Ivern? You trade the Ivern across. And you know what? You trade 1 for 1. You got 2 towers out of it. Cross-map pressure secured. And that also opens up the pressure that relieves the pressure from Dragon Pit. They're working this map all the way around from every single angle. And blue team is just playing reactionary. Good route over the wall into a Zyra ult. Says good night, Tristana. Brand's trying to get away. Bruce is looking for the way to try to knock him backwards. Brand knows when he's got, so he just gives up. Says, send me back. I most likely have some gold to spend as it is. But that is, let's take a look at Red's vision here. Look at the vision control they have just behind the Dragon Pit and up around this mid lane. That's given them a lot of ability to kind of play around and make these make and take these fights in the mid lane, because they know that their flanks are safe, and that if anybody's coming for them, it's right down the lane, or they have to go all the way around, which is some precious time that they're wasting in order to try to get there. As opposed to blue side is playing blind. They really have no vision anywhere other than right there. But that's not seeing anything for us. They have 1 ward in their jungle. Again, that's not really getting them much of anything should anybody be lurking around in the blue side, bot side jungle. So red side's feeling pretty comfortable. That is Infernal Soul after that last dragon for red, and they're just continuously pushing this lead. 7,000 gold lead at this point, I believe. Maybe my math is wrong. No. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. It's a 5,000 gold lead. I'm sorry. Had to do some quick math. Man's not hot. And again, that lead is showing. Let's get back to all vision here so we can see who's poised and who's ready to go. Set and Aatrox trading blows in the mid lane. Oh, the root does find their way onto the onto the Zyra. Nothing can come from it. Tristana is slowly but surely coming back into this game, sitting on the Kraken Slayer and the Storm Razor. But we'll talk more about builds in a second. Fights popping off. There's the ult from Aatrox, jumping in with the Q and the dash. Here comes Akali to try to clean it up. Set gets a massive shield, but not massive enough. Double kill for Akali. And now they just have to worry about the Brand and the Nasus. No mid lane wave means they can't try to keep going for the dive, but I don't know if you want to try to dive into that Nasus anyway. Brand was on very little health. We do see the pings coming out here from J-Brew saying, hey, we've got the Elder Dragon coming up, so let's look for Baron. They're going to get Baron here. I think they're going to get Baron, take the reset, and then look down for the Elder Dragon as well. And I honestly think they don't even need to be looking for the Elder Dragon. You get Baron, you put Aatrox in a side lane, you 1-3-1 it, try to get that split push going, and you got it. And there's the surrender vote. Bang, boom. That's how you play the game. That was a solid game coming out for them there. Holy crap. Like, I'll try to give the breakdown there. I saw some fantastic Zyra play out of Kazan. I've never seen Kazan play, and I'm impressed. I'm not disappointed the least bit. Crippletron coming in with the Aphelios. Like I said, you put the resources into Crippletron, you let him sit down there and farm it out, and he's gonna be the dude. He could step up. I think it was a little ballsy some of the ways that he went through there, but that's that. What are you gonna do? J-Brew's just dominant as always, saying, hey, that's my jungle. Why don't you stay out of that, please? Even when he's on the other side of the river. Stonefeld is as consistent as I remember. And hey, you know what? Shave Grumbo, I'm proud of you. I wanted to see a more effective, a more aggressive early game mid from you, and you did it. Akali into a set, you stepped up, you said, this is my wave, please back off, and you made him do it. You controlled the wave, you controlled the lane, and that kept the set from snowballing out of control, kept the set from roaming like crazy. And for that, very nicely done. Very well earned win all the way around. I just realized that J-Bruce was 11-0 on that Hecarim. Holy crap. GG. to both sides. GG, the red side there. Nice job, guys.